Was that called in as a mediator yesterday?
Yeah, I think so.
Why don't you talk to him and see what he thinks of old Bozo the Clown over there?
All right, I'll ask him. Yeah, this is the same guy we talked to yesterday. How you doing? One of San Antonio's finest.
Great.
Now, weren't you the guy we were talking to yesterday when I had a conflict with that dude down there in the blue shirt?
Right here about the Hooter girls.
That's right. That's right. Have you had any more complaints about this guy?
He's just trying to do his job.
But he was mean to me this morning, too.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Don't you think he's kind of a police wannabe, this Napoleon?
Don't you think he's kind of a police wannabe?
Maybe just overreacted a little bit.
Because he kind of, I keep catching him looking over at you, just envying the badge.
He wants to be a reporter like you. Maybe he wants your job.
You think so? Well, I'd be happy to turn over the mic to him and let him interview people. Should I go
interview him and find out why he's the way he is?
All right, thanks.
All right, now you can go tell Napoleon that you have police permission to talk to him.
Okay.
Gordo's he's gonna take a swing at it.
Oh, this is going to be so tense.
Oh no,
Mr. Bonaparte, I was talking to that officer, and he said that I should come over here and interview you and find out what you really want.
Oh no.
He's checking Gordo's credential
Gordon
now.
Keith or Keith Gordon?
My name is Gordon Keith.
Hi, Gordon.
Hi. Why are you so uptight? I mean, we're out here with the media covering the Cowboys, and we're supposed to all get along. I mean, didn't we learn anything from 9/11?
Boy, he just snapped his head at Gordo.
What? Please talk. I want to help you. You have so much. He's got all that balled up and he needs to go to a porno show. All right.
Angelina Jolie. Oh. Is a new player. I want to say one to my ex-husband. She says, I would like to tell that I love him. This is not Hooray Miller. I'd like to tell Johnny that I love him, but I think he knows it. I'm grateful to him for being such a great husband. We were married.
Oh, yeah.
Then she asked, Jesus. I want to put a fire pole in my bedroom. I want to slide down a fire pole from room to room. The house right now. Sexy is the fire pole. I'm sure I'll experiment with it. The bedroom is directly above the kitchen, so if I had a pole, I'd just like the idea of going from one room to the other that way.
You know, I'm with her on that.
You want a pole? You want a fireman's pole?
I enjoy a fork in my backside.
What, Norm?
I enjoy a fork in my backside.
Oh, dear.
So Eddie.
I don't know. Norm's getting pretty risque. I'm sure I'll experiment with it. The bedroom is directly above the kitchen, so if I had a pole, I'd just like the idea of going from one room to the other that way. This pole?
I enjoy a 4 foot in my backside.
What, Norm?
What was that? Play that again. I enjoy a 4 foot in my backside.
Oh, dear.
So edited.
I don't know. Norm's getting pretty risque.
Oh.
So, that's for today.
All right, coming up next, we've got the real Jerry on this morning at 8:10, about an hour and a half from now. We'll talk to him plenty about that Texans game on Sunday night. Yesterday, we caught up with the fake Jerry. Joining us now is the Cowboys owner and general manager. Let's say good morning to Jerry Jones. Morning, Jerry. How are you? Okay.
Well, that's fun when you
phone problems
try
there.
to talk to a big-time guest and he's not there.
Let's try the other bank. Let's try it one more time. Hello, Jerry. You with us?
Y'all want to buy a team?
We don't have that kind of money, and I don't think they're for sale.
What the hell happened?
Well, 1910, you lost to an expansion team. Really, it couldn't. How?
give me a gun. I'm going to kill my head.
No,
Don't say that.
Well, it certainly was not what we would have wanted in opening against the Texans. I'd like to admit some mistakes. You can tell I've been yelling a lot on the sideline. My voice hurts. I had my share of mistakes that Quincy. Oh my God, that was the greatest miscalculation since Arthur Anderson added up them in-run numbers. That was horrible.
You've already given up on Q-Car, huh?
He's done. He's done.
Come on, just one game.
I don't know what happened to him. We're going to talk with the trainers and try to do an autopsy on him. But what we think is so thick it compressed his brain. And did you see some of those decisions he made, some of them throws?
Yeah.
So we're going to figure it out. And that's up to the coroner to look at that.
So it all goes back to the yak tongue.
Yeah, the yak tongue we think is responsible. And also we think some of the miscommunications with receivers maybe was due to the moose tongue. People didn't know what was going on.
I see.
Now, you've been building him up all off-season, though.
Well, yeah, and I screwed up, George. Kill me. Kill me, please.
No, don't
Please
say
kill
that.
me.
No, don't say that.
The second mistake I like to call Campo. I guess Hard Knocks even convinced me that Campo had something. I don't know what it was. What was I thinking when I hired that?
He's a good defensive coordinator, and, again, the players seem to like him, and, don't give up on him yet.
Do you boys remember when I said my famous statement of one of 500 coaches?
Yeah. Right, yeah.
Well, we're down to 496 now. I'm working through them slowly but surely. Thirdly.
Oh,
yeah,
come
absolutely.
on. Boy, these are just knee-jerk reactions.
Oh, gosh.
F. San Antonio.
It was a failure?
Come on.
Well, I was talking to Stephen, my son, who I had with my wife, Jean, in wedlock as a result of love several years ago. And he agreed, yeah.
Whoa, what kind of conversation was that?
So down on yourself.
It's been a horrible time at my household. I tried to commit suicide, but only blew off my hairpiece.
Notice I am not laughing.
It must have been a terrible night for you because not only do you see this team in Texas with this great new stadium.
I'm so sad, and I'm just so, I think I'm more humiliated rather than sad because I of course, the buck stops with me.
Right.
It does. It stops with me, and I'm the one that made the decision to get rid of Troy Aikens and bring in Kuker. And I know out there somewhere Troy Aikens is laughing and having more base hits me. And he's winning. But you know what? I don't even care to get upset anymore.
Yeah.
You think I care anymore? No. Hell no, I don't care. I'm throwing it all away. I'm going to put on 70 pounds again.
Really?
Oh,
Yep, I don't care. I'm going to break into a sorority house and go nuts like a weasel in a hen house.
Don't give up. It's just
no, it's over for me. I mean, I've had a good. Matter of fact, after I get off the phone with you, I may go knock over a pharmacy and bottom out in a burned out new construction near White Rock Lake or something.
Oh my gosh!
I don't care. I'll kill you, George.
George, talk him off the
You
ledge.
still have 15 games left. Now I know it was embarrassing, but you just got to move on.
I bet you guys probably even had the pigskin poet making fun of me this morning.
Yeah, we did.
Probably did. Yeah.
Hey, here's a poem. So I hired Campo, and he started to show that he was more dykey than Anna Nicole's Kimmy. What's that mean? I don't know.
I don't know what that means.
It
either.
rhymes.
George, I want you to know. George.
Yep.
You did this to me.
What?
You did this to me. You caused my failure.
No, I didn't. And you're
Yes,
not
you
failing.
did, George.
Just one game.
What I'm about to do, George, is all.
Oh no! Oh, can we stop that madness? All right, we're very sorry for how that ended yesterday.
You want to do Norm in the bathroom?
Yeah, I got a couple requests for Norm fake Norm and Corby in the bathroom together.
Oh, God.
This is a very, very uncomfortable bit.
All right, let's listen to this.
This is a room up here at Susquehanna, and I had a microphone, and I was just bothering people as they were doing their manly business, and Norm strolled in. All right, here comes somebody. Who's that?
Norm.
Hey, Norm.
Who's that?
It's Corby.
Fancy meeting you here.
What's going on?
Over there?
I'm just minding my own business. What are you doing?
Oh, I'm just dropping the kids off. Oh, sweet Corby. You know what? Seriously, did you get a chance to hear the show today?
Yeah, I did. I listened to a lot of it.
Did you know that there will be 12 Cowboys over the age of 30 by the end of the season?
No, I didn't know that.
Amazing note.
Well, thanks a lot. Yeah, I heard you talking a little college pro football today. It was a good show overall. I really enjoyed it.
It's been so good. We've had such good shows. Did you also see the note of Kansas State? Kansas State has not played a top 25 team in the opening, during the first part of their schedule for the past 10 years?
That's unbelievable, Norm.
Oh, Kirby.
It's unbelievable. I'm glad. I'm really glad you're sitting next to me, Norm. We haven't had a good sports conversation in a while.
Something else I was thinking of.
What?
I was thinking about the... Hold on a second. You mind if I come over there? I can't talk this way. Hold on.
Come in my stall? No. No. I don't want you coming in now.
Oh, good God, Corby. Oh, what tunneled and died.
I didn't want you coming in my stall.
Oh, Corby, I want to show you this.
Oh.
The college football article by Keith Whitmire in the Dallas Morning News. Did you see it?
Yeah, I did. Norm, get out of my stall.
Oh, there's really no place.
Don't do that. Stand there.
Oh, I hope no one comes in right now.
Well, I don't either. We're in the stall together.
No, two guys in the same stall.
Yeah, I got my pants down. You got your pants up. That's not fair.
You got any coke? I'm sorry, 80s flashback. I'm just joking. That's what people used to do with stalls in the 80s.
Okay. Well, do you mind leaving?
Last time they shared a stall with Frito chili pie.
Norm, this is very uncomfortable.
Oh, Kirby.
You mind leaving? Seriously, I got to finish up here.
You want to be alone?
Yeah, I do want to be alone.
Oh, Corby. All of us want to be alone from time to time.
Right, but I want to be alone.
But you know what? People need people. People need people.
Norm, this is very...
Friend, it is. I tell you what, I'm going to leave you two alone.
Oh, okay. There's two of us in here. There's only me and...
You and your stink. Kirby, call me. Call me, Kirby.
Okay. Bye, Norm.
God. All right, scenes from the men's room up here at the Susquehanna Nation.
And thinking that just went too far.
They're probably right.
Norm likes that one.
He's heard that?
Oh, yeah. He's heard...
Frito makes sure he hears all those.
Poor Norm.
He's never expressed any high regard for that bit to me.
And what has he ever said positive about that bit to you, Snake?
He's...
All right, so those are your three candidates. Norm not handling the drop, Psycho with an ill-timed drop, and Justin Neely just... Oh, gosh. And Justin Neely just firing off whatever kind of sound he wanted to.
Well, Dry D, if I could vote now, I would have to say it's Norm.
You can't vote. It's not up to you.
You let Dry D start the voting process.
Okay, sorry. Go ahead, Dry D.
It's not up to you. I just whipped both of you, right? 1310 or pound 1310 on the Sprint PCS line. Hi, you're on the ticket. Who wins the emergency brake?
Yeah, this is Larry King's Flow Shoulder, and I'm going to go with Garlic Breath Norm. Thanks.
Oh,
Okay, thank
all
you. Yeah, golly. Hi, you're on the ticket. Who wins the break?
Would this be the dry D break?
No, we don't call it that. No, we don't. When's the emergency break?
I'd like to defer my vote.
I think no one misses me. You ain't kidding me.
Did you say Norm?
I guess so.
Yeah, okay. Hi, you're on the ticket. Who wins the emergency? Oh, okay. Hi, who wins the emergency break of the week?
I'm going to vote for that bitter old man Norm.
Oh, okay. I don't know if he's a bitter old man, but we'll take your vote.
Yeah,
I'd say
Leg
that.
dog.
took care of that.
Say
What
anything
was
close
the
to
beginning of the big year of corn? Yeah.
If you just add the word cat after it, you can say it.
Right.
that. Hi, you're on the ticket. Who wins the break? Hello?
Norm's tried ejaculate.
Uh-oh. 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 Stop it. Stop it. You called for not.
Yeah, that's a Norm.
That's 4 for
What
Norm.
else could that be?
None
What
for
the
others?
hell are you guys doing? Hang on, Norm. Hi, you're on the ticket.
Yeah, this is Nick Nolte's wild ass hair, and I like to vote for Uncle Slam.
Uncle Slam.
Slim or Slam?
Uncle
Wow.
Slim.
That's
I don't know who
another
that
vote.
is, yeah.
Last hair, though. Hi, you're on the ticket. Who wins the e-break?
I'd like to delineate my thought process and vote for Ryan.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I did call
That's
for that.
actually a...
Can't say that.
We can't say that.
You
But what
can't
count is
say
vote,
that.
right?
Yeah, that vote counts.
And we
I
have a
guess.
winner.
All right.
We have
You
a
say
winner.
cat after
It's
Can't
Norm.
say pie after.
It's Norm who couldn't handle the drop of Corby calling out his name last Friday here on the ticket.
Peter King, our NFL insider, visits us at 6:50. When Corby, George, and Craig are away, rather Gordo, George, and Craig are away, yes? Yes? Okay.
That was a drop, Norm.
Norm.
When I'm in studio, I don't know drops, and it can sound like you guys when I'm talking.
Boy.
And that was the layout, Jer.
There's a new ticket T-shirt idea. What was that confusing statement by Norm? When I'm in studio,
I don't know drops.
And can't
I don't
see
know
you
drops,
talking,
and
I
it
don't
can
know
sound
drops.
like you guys talking.
Under the tree this year with that stocking up there. I'm a hot tamale freak.
Wasn't that a real confusing statement? But it is a win by Norm. How many wins is that for
Norm has
now?
12 victories, only 2 behind you, Jubb. And
All right.
he had a dry spell. No wins for 2.5 months.
Dry D spell?
Yes, but he's now back on the board.
All right, Norm.
Okay.
That was a drop, Norm.
Here we go.
Norm.
When I'm in studio, I don't know drops, and it can sound like you guys when I'm talking.
Yeah, because it makes it sound like the subject is I.
Right.
I can sound like you guys when
But
I'm talking.
The game of football is played on the field in a game.
Oh, that's great statements.
All right. Maybe we'll do that later this morning. 8:05 here on Sports Radio 1310 The Ticket. The most beaten down job in sports. We'll discuss next.
Good morning, Quincy. How are you?
Good morning to you.
Well, congratulations on a victory in St. Louis. That's something not a lot of people thought you guys could do.
We won the game. We did pretty good. And I think I did good for a second round with a yak tongue.
Yeah, well, don't say that about yourself. And, you know, you had to have picked up a lot of confidence from that yesterday.
I did. I think I feel a lot better than I ever had before because, you know, a lot of this is in response to Mr. Jerry saying that he didn't think I could play football very good.
Because that had to affect you.
It did, but once you get out on the field, I noticed that I pretty much forget about all that and just concentrate on what I have in front of me, which is to win the football game.
Yeah. Well, you know, it got pretty scary there at the end. Did you think maybe you'd messed up and you didn't get the clock stopped in time with 1 second left?
Yeah, that was a problem. Problem for a new play that we were trying to call.
Right.
And when I got up there, I couldn't understand what I was saying for the snap, and I thought I called an audible.
Oh,
you
no.
couldn't understand yourself?
No, I couldn't. So my big old tongue steak got in the way. And I thought that I'd call a different play. It's because I got a rump roast in my mouth for a tongue. That's a problem. That's the problem right there.
We're visiting with Quincy Carter here on Sports Radio 1310 The Ticket. So this has to have you fired up to get back to work this week and now concentrate on the Giants. You're on kind of a roll.
Yeah, I want to capitalize on what we've done against because I think that now I can take what I have learned in the game with the Rams and apply it to future games, and I can overcome the disadvantages that I have, especially me having more meat in my mouth than a butcher shop.
Hey, are you tired of the criticism that you seem to get from fans and, I don't know, media types too? Are you getting a little tired of that?
I don't listen to that, really. I think that the fans they respond to winning, and then once I get on a good record of winning, they'll forget the fact that I have a buffalo. I got hit once in the game real hard. That I bit my tongue in half.
Oh.
And even with the subtraction, my tongue was still 2 foot wide. You could land a plane on it.
Wow, that's awful. Well,
can I offer an explanation? I didn't convert that third down.
Oh, yeah, sure, go ahead.
People rag on me for not converting that third down when I slid, feet first.
Yeah.
Right. Problem was I couldn't see.
Why?
Because I had run so far, it was like 3rd and 14 or something.
Yeah.
I run so far, and the wind caught my tongue and plastered it to my face, covering my eye holes, and I couldn't see.
Your eye holes?
Your eye holes. Oh, well, that explains it.
Yeah, that's good insight. Yeah, we appreciate that note.
I think that maybe if I stopped being a quarterback in the NFL, I want to become an
N-A-R-R-O-N.
Just type it.
Is he the mushmouth?
No.
Oh, there it is. Okay. Where are you calling from?
71310.
71310. Pound 1310.
Yes.
What is the approximate date of it?
I guess to
calendar, yeah.
Oh, okay. Round.
Full bibliography of Isaac Asimov.
Jerry Newman, please.
Hold, please.
Come out early to Mood Radio's Big Joke Comedy Festival. At 6:30 at 49 East Plaza Station. Music, comedy, with special guests and TV strip poker.
Jerry Naren, please.
Speaking.
Hey, Jerry, Dallas Fort Worth. How you doing?
Oh, good.
Was it okay if we talk a little baseball with you? I know it's early, but we just wanted to get you on the show.
Sure. I'm just sitting here watching SpongeBob.
Oh, yeah. I like SpongeBob. That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Well, your team is struggling after playing pretty well for a month and a half. They've lost 6 in a row now, and it's looking like the end is a very high note.
Yeah. Well, what are you going to do?
You're the manager.
Yeah, you tell us what you're going to do.
Well, I don't know. Knew what to do, I would have done it before now.
Yeah. Well, are you starting to fear for your job?
Well,
I don't think I'll be fired, if that's what you mean. Probably be reassigned.
What do you mean?
I don't know. Mr. Hicks will probably put me as the bullpen catcher or something, which is fine. You know, you get a per diem and you get to catch, and I like to play catch.
You would be okay with being demoted from manager to bullpen catcher?
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
I went to the zoo the other day.
Oh, you did?
Got to touch a rabbit. He was real soft when I touched him.
Right. But when you weren't touching him, he wasn't soft?
I don't know. I wasn't touching him.
Well, I guess one silver lining to this season, Jerry Narron, is that A-Rod has a chance to win the...
You know what my mom said?
What?
She said that if I lose my job with the Rangers, I can go back and finish school.
Oh, well, I guess that's nice of her.
I'm up to 4th grade reading level now.
Oh, you're higher than that, Jerry. You're just having fun with us now.
Did you know Tom comes in every night after a game and shows me his 12-pounder just to let me know who's ball? You want to talk to A-Rod?
He's there?
Yeah, he's watching SpongeBob with me.
Oh, well,
sure. Put him on the line, I guess.
Right. Hey, Alex, it's the musers from the ticket. The musers from the ticket.
Okay. Hello?
A-Rod?
Yes, this is A-Rod.
Hey, it's Donovan Miller. How's it going?
Hey, Musers, what's happening, man?
Hey, not much. Being the MVP, you think you got a chance?
Hell yeah, I got a chance, man. I will become the MVP, and then I will never talk to you ever again, man.
Well, this is the first time we've really talked to you.
I'm like A-Rod, man. Sometimes I sit there and I think, you know what? I'm freaking A-Rod, man.
Yeah.
How great is that?
You're great. Yeah, no doubt about that.
Hey, I got a question for you, George.
Yeah.
Do you think you will ever make $25 million a year, man?
No, I don't.
Yeah. Hey, do you guys want to talk to the big man? The head honcho, Mr. Tom?
Sure, if he's there.
Man,
Yeah,
he's
Mr.
there
Tom is
too.
right here. He just walked in. Hold on a
Hey,
second.
by the way, A-Rod?
Yeah, what's that?
Hey, I enjoyed you in Up in Smoke. You were great in that movie.
I don't understand.
Oh,
Hold on, here's Mr. Tom.
Okay,
we'll go.
Hello.
Oh, hello, Tom Hicks. How are you?
All right.
What are you doing in Jerry Narron's hotel room?
Well, I was actually just coming down here to Jerry's room to fire him.
Oh, God.
Wow.
Well, we're sorry we interrupted.
Yeah. By the way, I'm still selling off my possessions.
Oh, you are?
Do you want to buy a helicopter?
No, we don't really need a help.
Cure for cancer that I've been sitting on waiting until demand reaches its peak.
Oh, no.
Well, now you ought to just give that up.
Yeah.
Hold on a second. By the way, Jerry, you're fired.
Gosh.
Okay. Sorry about that. I've also been collecting my excrement for 12 years. If you guys want to...
You made Jerry cry. Listen to that. This is awful.
Well, that's to be expected when a man loses his job. It's okay, Jerry. You can be a bullpen catcher if you'd like. He wants to be a bullpen catcher.
Yeah, he told us that earlier.
Listen,
this is awful, Mr. Hicks. This is
very distracting. A stack of money I had wheeled in here on a dolly.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank
Good
you.
morning to you.
Good morning to you.
Oh, he's crying really loud.
Gosh, that was disturbing.
Yeah, it's terrible. What an odd visit that turned out to be with the fake Jerry Narron yesterday here on the Donovan Miller Show.
The ticket is all about love.
What? He went down at 5 yards.
While he twists away.
He said, wait a minute, twist away.
I mean, he hit it on the cross. No, it was the distance.
He hit the upright on the side.
I tell you what, JD, in your head in the commode. I'll tell you what, I'm already 4 games ahead of you. Now you're 2 games ahead of me. Let me tell you this. Cowboy math working again, baby.
The station everyone can agree on. Sports Radio 1310.
What the hell's the difference? 41, 48.
Billy Cundiff and Jeff.
www.theticket.com.
People that work in drug treatment facility, they should have, they can date the patients.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
I think that should be not only allowed but encouraged.
Yes.
No.
Get those girls that are all drugged up.
Get them at their weakest moment.
Oh, they're so easy.
Mm-hmm.
You can get the best-looking girls if they're druggies. Listen to Norm going to town. I like men. Oh, my goodness.
Jeez.
For the information of any and all hands who might be out that way, yes, we are.
Who said that?
I don't know.
Shout out to everybody listening.
Probably Chip Brown.
Yes,
How y'all doing?
Shout out to all of our colleagues in the Leering Press who are by the channel out that way today.
Now, we've got it set up that you guys are going to be able to run in over to Frito's desk and ask questions.
Okay. All right, hopefully we will.
Mm-hmm.
What's taking so long?
John Blake just came on about a minute ago and said we were about 60 seconds away. So it should be happening any minute.
Okay.
So this is probably new ground for them because they've never done.
Normally the Rangers know how to do this thing somewhat right, but
they've got a neat little room, got a cool backdrop. That's what it was made for out of the ballpark. And
right.
They roll somebody in there.
The only thing they don't have is a general manager who cares enough about this type of thing to actually do it, huh?
Yeah.
So how's it going?
Pretty good. How you doing?
Greg, doing all right?
Yeah, fine.
Good.
A little thirsty.
Everybody having a good day today? 3. The swinging A's over the Twins in game 1 of their series. Now, later on tonight, we have the Yanks and the Angels.
Yep. And then I believe at 3 a.m., we're going to have...
Not at 3 a.m. It's at 10 p.m. Not at 3 a.m.
No, that's when it's going to end, right?
Right. That's when it'll end.
You got to admit that's bogus. East Coast. 11 o'clock first pitch. That's ridiculous.
Well,
why couldn't this game have started at noon?
Well, tomorrow they are starting them at noon. They're playing an early day game, a later day game, and then an evening game.
It's placating to the Yankees. Everything in baseball revolves around the Yankees.
Well, sure it is.
Getting them in
Fox
prime
wants
time.
the Yankees.
Well,
they want
I don't blame them.
No, I don't blame them for that either.
But you can play the other games beforehand.
But hey, NBA playoff games on
NBA. We're talking about Major League Baseball and how they've shot themselves in the foot for 3 decades. And it's about time they start doing things right.
Now, it seems like they could get this done. On the ticket. Yes.
Shout out to everybody again listening to us on the
right.
Whoever that was back there's like 4 or 5 people kind of talking about you guys. And whenever Danny came in here and started saying, they're listening.
And the answer is yes, you were on the air. So that F-bomb that you dropped, yeah, it was on the air.
So, good. Good for them. Good for America.
Anybody seen any good movies lately?
Why don't we break?
We can't break.
We can't?
We can't break. We got to keep it. If we could break, we would break. We're just kind of, we're just kind of in a vamping. What's your question?
This probably could stay for tomorrow and probably be needed tomorrow.
Quarter.
What is Sweetie Day?
I don't know. I think it's a new Vermont teddy bear driven holiday.
Is it a made-up day?
No, it's official.
Well, I was just reading the copy.
Yeah, you were reading a copy from Vermont Teddy Bear mentioning that there is some holiday called Sweetie. Honor Sweetie Day?
You better.
You're not, and you're not either.
No, I will not capitulate.
Sweetie Day.
It's an official holiday.
No, it's not. That is not an official holiday. And how are holidays created?
Now the women have got 2.
Who created Valentine's Day?
Hallmark.
Good vamp.
Thank you.
Yes, you got us through that. Thank you, Cobra.
Sports Radio 1310, The Ticket.
Let's pick that up here on KRLD.
It's John Hart. John? Yes. Can you give us a little bit of a rationale for what you did over the last 48 hours and why you made the decision you did?
Well, this was a very complicated decision, and it's a very painful, hard decision to make. I think this is not just a decision on Jerry, but I think this is a decision about the next era of baseball for the Rangers. And I think in looking at this, when I came here last year, and I think everybody with the changes of managers during the past year, and also the managerial changes that are going on now, that my inclination when I came in here and the directive was to take a good overall view of the organization, and I certainly did not want to make a change in quote a year in which the baseball operations with myself as its leader certainly accepts responsibility for what happened to the club this year. But at the same time, we have a very good situation that we're looking at as we go through the next several years. Our objectives are to be a contending club.
Good.
We go forward.
John, what do you see about this situation that makes you think it's so good?
Well, I think there are several things. I think, one, we have a nucleus of very good young players, certainly starting with the best player in baseball, and a number of other very talented players that have experience. In addition, we have a number of youngsters that are going to be given an opportunity, especially in the pitching staff. That it's time for us to determine whether or not we're going to be able to develop our own pitchers. I can't Joaquin Benoit or Aaron Mayette, Doug Davis, if all of those guys are going to be, the next fixture in the Ranger rotation, but I can assure you that several of them will. And I think the other piece, with the young position players not only here, but coming, I think that there is enough talent. And I think the last caveat here is the commitment to have a winner, that if we cannot find it, and I'm not suggesting that we're going to do it this year, we're not. We don't anticipate being big players in the free agent market. But as we get a better view and a handle on our young players, as we sort of cast off where this organization was, which was a great organization through the mid to late 90s. And at the same time, we will have the ability at the appropriate time to become a player in the market. If we need a starting pitcher or we need a center fielder, at the appropriate time, we'll be able to do it. And I think in the short term, and I know we are charged with, and we view the fact that in 03 is where it starts, that we expect, hopefully we will not have the injuries, and hopefully our young players will be able to compete, and hopefully the players that we bring in are going to play better. But I think that this club is going to be a much more competitive club record-wise, and I am looking forward to this club playing a much better brand of baseball.
Rangers General Manager John Hart, teleconference going on right now discussing the firing.
Was it about Jerry Nairn that he couldn't ultimately be your guy? What was it about how he ran the team, how he managed games that didn't work out?
That great job on the forward.
Well, I don't intend to do or say anything about a man that I do like and I do respect. I did not work with Jerry prior thing that stood out as to. We never continue to market, itself as it plays winning baseball. It's unacceptable. The decision was not made with that in mind. There was no. I think it's difficult to. This was that at men recognized what it looked like. We had Rusty Rodriguez and Alex Rodriguez, Ricky Palmero and Kenny. Somewhat very good players, recognizing that commitment to put an emphasis to begin to look at scouting and to put all of those. And there are some good plays. We've inherited players. I've have given us some very good players. The organization. When I left Cleveland, I left very good players. When I came back, I inherited some very good. But our feeling was that with the group of star players that we could into this mix a youngster to develop, and that didn't work. That is said there. I assumed the responsibility, and at the same time, this was a club that I have never seen the type of injuries to key personnel. I've still never seen Jeff Zimmerman throw a fastball. Certainly didn't allow us to come in and make an evaluation whether we did or did not win. I think this is it's a baseball decision made by baseball people where we are, where we go.
John, since you were talking about marketing just now, tell me why bother buying a ticket to see this team, considering what's going on with it?
Well, I think if people, I can tell you this, they are going to see a better brand of baseball. There's going to be, I think, a certain level of intensity that at times we didn't see this year. I can't promise you're going to see a healthy team every day, but there is going to get the opportunity to see a lot of youngsters develop, and there's going to be leadership that is going to ensure that happens. And we are looking for a competitive club, very similar to the objective we had this year, that we felt that we were going to be a competitive club this year. We may not be a championship club, but this is going to be a competitive club. And I think the last piece of it, that as the fans are going to get to see a number of players that are going to be a part of the future as to where we go, and they're going to see them early in their career. And I think that there's going to be a lot of reasons to come see a club that's going to play with another level of intensity.
Just as far as style of play and that type of thing goes, what do you want to see from the team next year that maybe you didn't see this year?
No.
Style of play and that type of thing goes, what do you want to see from the team next year that maybe you didn't see this year?
Well, I think that there were times this year where we just didn't have the ammunition to play it. And I think next year we want the roster to be connected, that when we commit to 2 or 3 young starters, that we're going with them. And when we commit to 2 or 3 young position players, that we're going to go with them. And that we want to support people around. If we bring in, like we did, a Herbert 3 or 4 pieces, either on the position player club or on the pitchers, that are not necessarily high-profile guys, that they are going to be a part of the solution to this club playing with a heightened level of intensity. That this club will maybe be able to do some other things that it didn't do this year. And, again, I think the biggest part of the development is going to come right on that little hill that's 60 foot 6 inches away. We need to develop some of our youngsters, and if we don't feel they are quite ready, we need to insert some more efficient and effective starters into our mix.
One more question.
I don't know if Jeff Zimmerman is going to be back. That is a hole that we need to certainly address at some point.
And young players next year.
It is. Yes, it does. And with the caveat that there are going to be some other players that are going to have, we can't fill every single position. I don't have, a center fielder that's waiting in the wings and on the horizon. I may not have one starter. I may not be able to throw 3 in. I may not have one. So I think there are going to be a few extra pieces we're going to add, but the impetus as we go forward over the next several years is going to be to develop the young players, and as we go forward to add the right free agents into the mix, and to expect more from our veterans, more leadership, more there is none.
Okay, we appreciate it.
That's just about enough of that.
Okay, thank you.
And thank you. That was the
Rangers press conference. That was General Manager John Hart announcing the firing of Jerry and Aaron and explaining just what direction they plan to go in next year. This is Sports Radio 1310. The Ticket. Coming up next, more of the hard line and more discussion.
Tennessee Dustin Briscoe. What was our plans on opening day with the Rangers? We spent 2 months.
Body's front row grill.
We had the cooperation of
the entire Ranger organization.
Until when? You remember?
Day.
Until 7 p.m.
Yeah,
the night before opening day, when somebody at the Rangers said, "Oh, but you guys aren't the official broadcast network, huh? You sure it's a good idea?" And they pulled the plug on our plans to broadcast from opening day. People thought that the reason fact is that by the end of April, the Rangers were out of the playoff race. That helped me be anti-baseball.
So let me...
Poison Brown Nut.
Let me get this straight. John Hart just said that they're going to use an influx of young players next season again. So does that mean again the Rangers are going to lose 100 games again?
Who cares?
Why? Then you know what?
Who cares?
Then don't go get a manager. Let me be a manager.
Who cares? This isn't about. Really, this isn't. The opening day snafu was not about. Had nothing to do with me. Had to do with the fact that we spent 2 months planning it. They spent 2 months planning it. We spent 2 weeks telling listeners, hey, we're going to be there. Come see us. And then we had to scramble at 7 o'clock the night before to tell people it's just point fingers at that time. Now, today, we've been telling people all day, 4:50 press conference, Jerry and Aaron's been fired. John Hart will be on his conference call to address it. And when did it start?
5:05, 5:10.
I don't care. I got friggin' Dirk Nowitzki coming down the hall. Never again. And so you guys, audience, talked me into saying, you know, if they don't go on strike, give this a shot. They didn't go on strike, so I gave it another shot. Two's and 75-member staff and the Rangers PR staff worked hard to get Rangers guests and never again.
Never again.
What was that?
Today's been starting with, like you said, you got a TV right in front of you, and
Twins are ahead 6-5, top of the 6 over the A's. Starting with,
but there's no game on.
Starting with ABC Family. Is that on ABC Family?
Yes.
ABC Family.
That must be in that deluxe digital package that I don't have at home.
It's on channel 190 if you have Dish Network at home, because that's what we're watching in the studio.
Well, if you don't...
Yeah, what percentage of American homes have digital cable?
Not many.
No, 10? 5? What percentage of American homes have the kind of flexibility in their schedule?
Not quite 2 hours. The next 2.5 hours.
About 3 p.m. to watch the 7th inning of the ball game tonight.
Get a satellite dish.
You've got the marquee pitcher in the National League in Randy Johnson going today at 11 o'clock Eastern Time. On the Eastern Time, and you can't argue that on the East Coast, and more specifically the Northeast, that is baseball country.
They playing in Hawaii?
I want to know why.
They might as well be.
I want to know why I can get. How much did we pay? Where does he live? Ponder?
Yeah,
Prosper. Prosper. He drove from Prosper to Cool River in Las Colinas. How much did we pay him again?
Nothing.
I didn't even buy him dinner. He didn't even want dinner. He just wanted a couple dollars for golden tea.
Yeah, for his kid.
For his kid.
Yeah.
So, Deion Sanders will come on here for an hour. Mario Edwards, what'd you pay him to call in today?
Nothing.
Adrian Griffin, what'd we pay him?
Nothing.
Tom Grieve, I gotta go help him paint his deck.
Right. But he'll have beer for you.
But on a momentous day in Rangers history, we can't find the general manager at his own press conference. And once we find him, first of all, I got to listen to
the phone.
It's a private conversation between him and Mike Reiner. Because Reiner's the only one that even fakes like he cares.
Yeah.
Poisonous Brown Nuts.
That's true.
Seriously.
Too.
So, you know, and I'm not making fun. I'm a Christian. But, you know, who's zooming who? Like we used to say back in the 80s.
Zooming who?
Unless that means sex. I don't know what that means. I never did know what that means. thing. Next year is going to be a better year. Thanks, John.
Call you next year. Won't see you next year.
Talk to you next year. I promise you this. We will make a great... Just let's do that. What is the date today? October 1st?
Yes.
Every October 1st, let's have John Hart on.
Okay. Let's see if he comes on.
Yeah. Let's schedule John. Book
Because he doesn't do anything. He came on to you.
Ray would have won it.
If you're looking...
79 straight days.
Remember, he came on Valentine's Day, too, because it was all cute. Hart, Valentine's.
Oh. And then that was it. And then he didn't do anything. He didn't do anything. I mean, he doesn't even talk to the beat writers. That's bad. And when I saw him over the last couple of weeks, and I guess this is a little John Hart bashing, but...
And I love the fact that he's backed up it. I love the fact that over the course of baseball time, he usually backs up his arrogance. I love that. I know, too, that's not what you're about. You're a Christian.
Oh, no, I'm a Catholic.
The same thing, idiot.
I don't know. Not a practicing one. He used to be. What? I don't go to church. So what? Sunday is what? I go to football game.
I'm not John Hart. Here's batching. We had a good old time, except for Reiner, but everybody else is fine.
And then the operator coming on saying, we can't find John Hart.
Excuse me.
And everything was great.
Attention, please.
Mr. Blake is on the way. Excuse me.
Mr. Blake. Yeah, the lady thought we were waiting for the John Blake press conference.
Right.
No, John Hart. Radio-centric here, but you name the 10 most embarrassing moments in Rangers history. That's on the list.
It ranks up there. Absolutely.
We're going to talk about real sports next. I don't mean like that, the commercial. We're real sports. I mean like actual legitimate sports, like not Rangers. Next with the Fish on Fox Sports 1190. Here's Tooze.
All right. Well, we had a visit yesterday from a guy that we haven't heard from in a long, Sports Radio 1310, the ticket, the uniforms are. Oh, look, he's coming in the studio.
Whoa, look at that.
Oh, my gosh.
Look at the robe.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the uniform bar. Wow.
Greetings, my loyal subjects.
Oh,
yes,
hey, Czar.
Uniform czar.
I am the uniform czar.
Yes.
I am the keeper of all uniforms, all things uniform.
Look good these days.
Thank you, Greg. Good to see you again, Greg, George, Gordo.
Oh, hey, Czar, you always look nice. It's very tasteful robing.
Flowing robes.
Sorry I haven't been around. I had a big meeting last week.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I gathered together with Mike Grisella, the Tsar of the Illustrator, and Peter III, the 18th century Tsar of Russia. And we said, it is something special. The uniforms are a respite that we can all look at and feel good about.
Oh, okay.
Overthinking it, I think.
Well, what brings you by this morning? You got some uniform issues you'd like to go?
George, we have so many problems in the world of sports.
Yeah, like what?
Good morning, Czar. Oh, Craig.
Hang on, Craig. Some issues there.
What is going on in Buffalo?
I don't know.
The Bills have the most atrocious uniforms in the league. You know what they look like? They look like Pro Bowl uniforms, don't they?
Yeah, they do, with that shoulder thing they got.
I'm talking.
Oh, sorry.
Pro Bowl issue uniforms is what they look like. So I spent last week in Buffalo meeting with Joe Ferguson, Terry Miller, and OJ in hell. What to do with the Bills uniforms, and I think we made some headway.
Well, that's good, because they are hideous.
Does this guy know his uniforms or what? He does, Craig. It's a good point. Why do you think he knows them so well, Craig?
We also have major problems in Seattle.
Oh, yeah.
The Seahawks uniforms look like a Division III college football team.
Mm-hmm.
New stadium, crappy.
Yeah, it's one thing when a college...
2 weeks ago... I have rules, please. 2 maximum. Numbers, typing from the arm. We need to...
Yeah.
Problems in other as well.
That's the truth, Craig.
Boy.
Sorry.
By the way, nice job the other day on like uniforms and all.
Thank you very much, Czar. Everything I know from you.
For one.
Didn't he?
Morning, Czar.
You already
Morning
said
to
that.
him.
Coming up on next United States uniforms a couple of years ago, they pulled portraits on.
That was awful.
I got an idea. Take the U.S. shirt with a picture.
I don't think so, Craig. It's kind of offensive.
Yes.
We also have baseball, guys.
Okay.
Yeah.
You spank.
The World Series champion Arizona Diamondbacks have a major uniform problem.
What are they?
Well, is it a D? Is it an A? Team has both.
Think of one.
Do the
You
Reds B on one hat and RS on the other?
no.
T on one hat and an R on the other? No. But Arizona has an A on one hat and a D on the other. That is bogus, man.
Oh, geez. Getting a little...
Oh, uniform.
One of them said they hadn't seen any animals since they were a little girl. Rhinoceros! I heard Norm say that yesterday, and it cracked me up. He just got rhinoceros. Rhinoceros! That was what the audible word would be for the Micah North. It's very confusing. Now that's another thing that makes the zoo very uncomfortable.
No.
Why do those animals do that?
I don't know.
He would cause me to urinate down both legs.
That was fun.
What is going on?
They
from
have a
10 to 12 on this radio station.
They have
I
a
don't
norm.
know.
They have a norm habitat.
It just
It's a bunch of gambling forms and stuff. And none of that is.
It makes me cringe sometimes.
Me too.
All right, Gordo, thank you.
Speaking of characters, the reviews are in.
On what?
Let me just read you this email. Gordon, I was listening to Quivering Norm this morning at the YMCA, lying down doing the old stomach exercises, laughing so hard that the lady came over to me, her heart. Please tell me you never have to pass Hitchkus in the hallway, just he and you. That would be the most uncomfortable encounter. Signed, Brett Shipp, Channel 8.
Wow.
So I emailed him back and said, Brett, I'm going to bust you on the air for being a Quivering Norm fan. And he writes back, such a fan, in fact, I'm heading out after dark with a cube.
No. We're going to hear it in 5 minutes. I'll do it again.
I just heard that Brett Shipp passed away. Brett was a good man. A good man.
We're going to hear it again.
By the way, the ticket is organizing its first Quivering Norm Hunt outing.
Daisy May to hunt Quivering Norms.
No such thing.
A bunch of us with P1s, we get on a bus, we drive out to, his natural habitat, Lone Star Park, and we sit there and we wait.
Birdie, 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 birdie. Rhinoceros!
That's very additive that has been over there. That was Phil Tatarongi's round from this weekend.
Boy, and that is something else Norm is obsessed with. He's obsessed with reading the yardage gained on each play or what a person did on each hole. And
Par, birdie, par, birdie, par, birdie, par, birdie, par, birdie.
So insane. It's such a time waste. And he'll do it for like 3 minutes. 4.
Give him a second there.
Yeah, that's not the full one. That's the one he's edited down to just be the numbers.
Or the one... You like the live math, too, from this
No.
Yes, I love that one. I love live math.
5, 7, 9, 11, 14, 16, 21, 26, 5, 38.
This is actual airtime that was being wasted.
44, 49, 50, 55. 5, 7, 3, 5, 2, 7, 7, 11, 4, 2, 7.
That was the actual one. That's not edited together.
1.1, 1.1, 1.2, 1.4, 1.3, 1.1, 1.1, 1.6, 1.7.
ASOTELETANGAMOSILI. 214-787-1310. If we ever go off the air, let's make that be the rotator.
Yeah.
That's the other one.
Can we at least put that up on Drop
3,
Page
5,
Radio
11, 9, 14, 7.
for the fans on the internet to listen to?
Yeah. Just run in the background while you're working at your computer.
I already got a headache.
All right, so Quivering Norm, people are a fan, and Quivering Norm actually made an appearance in this triple fake Norm, as Craig's calling it.
Yeah, Triple Fake Norm joined us yesterday on the show, so let's give it a Fake Norm is brought to us by Chuck Fairbanks Chevrolet.
Great.
Now, as you know,
Triple Fake.
We like to have other ticket hosts on from time to time, whether it's Grego or Ryan's or Bad Radio guys or Norm, and we thought we'd get Norm on this morning because our sister station, The Bone, has him on Monday mornings to kind of review the weekend, so we wanted him to do the same thing for us on Monday mornings. So, chop.
Just a good morning.
Back at you.
It's just, weekends like this past one, isn't it just great to be in a world called sports?
I guess
So many good. Did you guys see the Cowboy game?
Yeah.
Did you see the Cowboy game?
Yeah.
And also, Frito. Frito's with me right now. Pop on for a sec, Frito. Hey, Norm. Hey, Norm. I'm Frito. Did I call you Norm? Antonio Bryant's acrobatic catch. Did you see this?
Yeah, it's a game winner.
Was that something else? I tell you, the guy looked like an acrobat. He should have been wearing tights. Wait a second, he was. The pants, football pants.
Right.
I thought the circus came in town next year. Pop on, Jer. Jer,
what do you want, Norm?
Just pop on. Anyway, did you? I swear, Antonio Bright, the way he bobbled that ball, Frito. Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw it.
He was bobbling the ball. He's bobbling the ball more than a testicular examinator.
Okay.
The way laugh from Norm.
Great. 3 losses in a row for Carolina in the fourth quarter.
Right.
Is this just a case of their coach being outfoxed?
Just skip shots.
Is your mic on, Frito?
Yeah.
It is on. I couldn't hear you laugh there, Frito. I didn't hear you laugh. I'd say, Quincy I almost needed the other Quincy MD.
It's a TV show, Norm. It's an old TV show, too. Reruns anymore.
Jer, is your mic on? Jer?
Yeah, it's on.
Is it on? Okay, I couldn't hear you laughing there, Jer.
Laugh at, I will.
I tell you, Mac Brown, this morning, I guess in Austin, he's not known as Big Mac.
Oh, no. Where are you going,
Frito?
Well, good joke, Norm.
Yeah, great, Frito. Got Frito here with me. Great. Mac Brown.
Mm-hmm.
This is a good man.
Is he?
This is a good man.
You know him?
I know Mac Brown. I'm friends with Mac Brown.
Mm-hmm.
Chris Sims. This is a good man. This is a good man. I'm friends with Chris Sims.
Are you?
They don't depend on them.
You lose, and that kind of comes with the territory.
They don't deserve what's being heaped on them. Daryl Royal.
Mm-hmm.
This is a good man. This is a good man. Pop on, Frito.
Good man.
Good man. Absolutely. Did you see where my boy Phil Tatarongi?
Yeah.
Make lots of money.
He won. Is Phil Tatarongi a guy that I'll talk about?
Yes.
Is he a golfer from New Zealand? Yes. Do I like to drop my voice down a few notches when I answer an interrogative? Yes.
That robot, Norm?
Frito.
Oh, no.
Frito.
Uh-oh. Sad news.
To be McDowell.
This is so bad.
And he's not doing well. Tom Hicks, time to rename the ballpark in Arlington. We got a lot of great stuff coming up. Quick hits, got twists, got everything you want to know about sports but are afraid to ask. GM for the... We're going to do Who Is
about a mock
with
draft.
Frito, Pop on Chair, and also Picks of the Poll.
Wow.
We've got it all.
Jimmy, Norm.
It's 8:45 on the ticket.
There he is, Triple Fake Norm, here on the... It's actually 6:46 on the ticket, and that is Triple Fake Norm.
Into 12. Hello. 9, carry the 4, and 324. Should finish 66 and 0.
Well, we'll give you the answer coming up next here on the Dunham and Miller Show, and we'll also...
Hey, Edna. See, what? All right. Nothing. CNN headline news, General Manager Rolando Santos sent out an email to people who give the anchors, saying that it's time that we mixed in...
Do we know any of these people by name? Is this anybody we would know?
Rudy Bakhtiar.
Yeah, everybody who speaks on CNN.
On CNN headline news.
Yeah.
Now, this is headline news, not regular CNN, right?
This is CNN headline news.
Okay.
They say that they're of our people into our newscasts to attract younger people. So, here are the words that he wants mixed in. These are some of them. Fly. Not the insect. But... hey, that's a really fly jacket you're wearing. Ill and or and whack.
Boom!
So ill, whack, bitch, and boom.
You know what? He needs to understand that not a lot of young people are going to watch that regardless.
And those who are don't want to see that.
Those really stiff anchors trying to mix in those words. It was.
President Bush presented a whack plan to Congress today.
Or did you ever watch Murphy Brown? That anchor on there, Jim?
Yeah, he was great.
Yeah. That was a good show.
It was a good show. He also, this is part of his email, he says, please use this guide. This is after he gave these words out. Please use this guide to help all... No, it's not.
It's got to be.
It's not. He goes on. He explains all this to the New York Post. He says, this email was informational, not a policy or a directive from me. With that said, I should point out that I want the language used in our tickers to be real, current, and relevant to the people who watch us.
They have tickers, too. That's what we want in our tickers, too.
You know, that is such
Roma flavor.
Yeah.
Small group. What is it? Does he... He's risking alienating everybody else that do...
Who says fly, whack, and ill?
Kevin Scott.
On occasion, I'll use fly.
I bet you were talking
what,
like
though?
that last night.
It's in...
it was
at
another
your rap
it was
concert.
another F word he was using.
It's
Danny Darwin is 47?
The Bonham Bullet. And a former Ranger great.
Dave Collins was traded for Quinn Buckner, I think, at the end of his career. Then he played like 1 year with the Bucks.
Oh, forgot about that.
Mike Eruzione is 48.
A big Mexican motherfucker.
Dude, I would not play that.
God. What's the house down here doing something?
Wow. Couch station, but I would tread lightly.
Dukes are loving it.
Dan Issel is 54.
Me and Ronald saw him take off on a jog one day when he was a talk show host. Remember that, Ron?
Yes.
In San Diego at the Super Bowl.
Sure did.
Took off on a nice little jog.
future friend of bad radio, or maybe enemy.
And I said
Bobby
courtside, do some cussing.
Hey, Dan Issel yelled at the did. We had audio.
In fact, I believe he said this.
Hey, Joe Marquez.
Big, strong, black man. Sort of Mexican variety.
I'm going to have him on. Yeah, I know. I'm a little impatient, but I'm not. And so I thought we'd give him a call. All right. Dallas Cowboys himself. Hate to bother him at home.
Hello.
Jerry Jones, please.
Speaking.
Jerry, it's Donovan Miller. How you doing?
Well, not too good.
Oh, gosh. Well, we just thought we'd maybe talk to you a little bit about the because we couldn't wait until we visited you tomorrow.
All right, I understand you're... what can you say? I can't even beat the Seahawks. A team that stole the uniforms of Skyline High School.
Boy, they did, didn't they? Boy, those are awful uniforms.
You want to buy a team? I'll sell the Cowboys right now for a can of Coke and a Snickers.
No, they're worth a lot more than that now. All right, but at least it was a decent day in that Emmett got the record, and I know you really wanted him to break the record at home. Of course he did, and you know he did.
Well,
You were part of the big ceremony.
That's not that big a deal then, the way you limped into that record. You know, too bad old Walter Payton couldn't be there and see Emmett not care about whether or not the team won.
Oh, no, Emmett cared about that.
No, he doesn't.
Yes, he does.
Absolutely not. We got a kicker who's questionable from extra point range. I think that gives me a lot of confidence, Jeb.
Well, you know...
One emotion. I'm pissed off, Giorgio.
Oh, no.
I got a head puppet who can't win a game, also has no neck. Got a chutch who looks like a mutant Troy Aikens. Our offense looked worse than that Newey and Rocket show that's on Sunday nights on Channel 5. No, I take that back. Doesn't look that bad. Can I make an announcement?
Sure. No.
That's right.
No, you can't.
Chutch just don't have it.
How can you do that? You only give this guy 1 week.
I don't care, Giorgio, and I know it's unstable because we're going through quarterbacks more than Courtney Love goes through badge medicine, but I'm tired of this. You've got to find somebody who can throw the ball. We're going to start winning some games. Even if I have to get out there and play QB myself, I will. I can misthrow Antonio Brown.
Boy, you sound worse off this morning than I thought you would.
Well, I'm working on a head coaching short list, too.
You are?
Yeah, you think Sherm Lewis will let me string him along again? Barry's still alive, isn't he?
Yeah.
Get him off the couch.
Yeah.
What's Chan Gailey doing? Let's get him out of his log cabin and back in here.
Yeah, he's coaching at Georgia Tech now.
I'm so depressed. George, I'm so depressed. I've been sitting on the couch eating ice cream and watching my stories. And I playfully put a pistol to my chin and laugh every once in a while.
Oh, don't do that.
I have a death wish, Georgie.
No, you don't.
I've been driving real fast and being built real promiscuous. Help me help myself. Let me move in with you, George.
George, help him. No, I don't.
Help me, George. I want to live with you and your family.
You have a fine family. You don't need to do that.
Hey, you want a joke?
Sure. You stole
Maybe so. I'll give it a try.
All right.
Do you know what a test tube baby and a Mack truck have in common?
What?
Neither one is Peterbilt. That didn't help me at all. I'm still depressed.
Jerry, I'm
still
sorry.
so depressed. And you guys on the ticket, you make my life hell. You rag on me on that station.
No, we don't.
Yeah, I've heard you. You say things, oh man, I hear you.
I don't
You guys rag on me and it upsets me.
Jerry,
it makes me so sad.
Give me the phone.
It makes me so sad.
Here.
No, I'm
Give
talking.
me the phone.
I'm
Give me the phone. Give me the phone.
Hello.
Who's this?
This is Triple Fake Norm.
Oh, what are you doing there?
Jerry Jones is a very good friend of mine. And I'm over here helping. Difficult time.
Oh, well, that's nice of you. It is nice.
And I just want you guys to know that this is a good man.
We know.
This is a good man.
Yeah. Yes, quivering Norm.
And my only option is
is to put him out of his misery.
No, stop it. Don't do it.
Give you no funeral.
Stop it. We can't just do that every day. Every day. That was a different twist. Every day at 8:40. Yeah, I know. That was a different twist. But the same result. Every day at 8:46, the gunshot goes off.
And Frito and Jer and Melissa Nicholas and Cactus, we were all one little group. And you all get assignments, and you simply draw them. And ours was the discussion. We just picked the topic, the whole group, and it was the Rangers and John Hart. And by blind draw, we got write a rap song. Well, let me tell you something. Rap's skinny in our group, I'll be honest.
Hey, Rhythmic Americans or poets?
Rhythmic Americans or poets. So Jimmy started doodling lines, and I started doodling lines, and we produced a sort of a rough rap the other day in 15 minutes. And then you
got up and delivered it.
Well, and I expanded it. It's now 7 stanzas, guys. But we thought, hey, we can't grade our own work. And we've got one. He's a guest with us every week on the Bob Steak and Chop House Hotline.
What's up, Norm?
Here's Jacques Taylor.
What's up, man?
What's up?
It's all good around here.
That's good. Well, we'll get to what's good around there in a minute. We're going to turn you before you become cowboy informationalist into helping us grade this rap song. Okay? Minutes. I got 7 members of the staff to do the refrain this morning, and we bill ourselves as Plain White Rapper and his homies.
Alrighty then.
Okay, here we go with the Rangers rap. His name's John Hart. He's the Rangers GM. But when the Rangers started losing, you